In 1996, I interviewed 3 punk rock moms about their lives and values. In 2006, we filmed again to see what had changed for them and their children.
Been drinking up the welfare and drowning in the system. I don't want to be your woman.
The welfare system is a product of the actual system not working the way it's supposed to work. Bob Dole on TV the other day say that only college students and part-time people were making minimum wage. And it really pissed me off because I'm making minimum wage and I've been working at this job for a year. And before that, it was the same thing. The times that I haven't made minimum wage, I was working for friends of mine. No real job that I can get without a college education or without screwing somebody or doing something illegal is going to pay much over minimum wage, if at all over minimum wage. And there's something seriously wrong with that.
Here's my mama. Oh, there's me, pretty me.
I feel like I cannot exist without assistance from the welfare people. It's sad, it's lame. And it's partly my fault that it's lame. I dropped out of high school, but I do believe that, I mean, in this great nation of ours, I should be allowed to make a mistake like that and bounce back from it and be given a second chance without being humiliated beyond repair.
It's definitely was part of my childhood. Like, I do remember going to the welfare office with my mom. I do remember, like, her walking out crying because the woman was so mean to her.
It doesn't even stop. That's against the law. It's really dangerous. Someone could break the shit out of their arm that way. I mean, like, I'm really going to be able to get ahead enough at all to get off welfare by receiving their, $200 a month. I mean, God, that's a fucking lot of money to me, and most people think that's not even a month's rent. Wow. It's hard to draw on, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's pretty good.
I probably shouldn't say anything about welfare. I'm feeling that I should keep it a big secret because now it's a big taboo. Me, a welfare recipient? Never. Now that it's become completely blacklisted, and I guess that's a good thing. It's probably done good for me in reality. Welfare was like a parent to me, I suppose. It gave me what I needed and then it cut me off when it needed to cut me off. Fair enough. Suffering builds character, I mean, that's the bottom line. You have to make something happen. You're gonna make it happen in a creative way, like if it's coming from your backyard or something. So we've, in a sense, like stifled invention or something with this system. And that's coming from a recipient, I mean, I'm willing to admit that. But I know there are people who really need that.
I'm still on welfare. I'm still trying hard not to be, but as soon as I started going back to school, there's just no way. I mean, even throughout the 6 years that I was in school, I worked. There are actually 3 different aspects to it. There's Medicaid, food stamps, and then financial aid. And I don't receive that, just the Medicaid and the food stamps. They insisted that I was also receiving child support. They got the ball rolling on getting regular child support payments to me from Jefferson's father.
My worker would completely humiliate me and make me feel like shit that I was there, acting as if the money I was asking for was her money, and I was trying to scam her and rip her off. She would say things to me like, well, why'd you marry a poor man, Why didn't you think about that before you married him, The fact that he didn't have any money. Like, love? It's kind of sad. But it's a gross system, and I'm recently not on it anymore and glad of that. But
with Locked Me, I went back on. It was the only way to do it. And still the kids are on Medicaid, Healthy Kids, where the government pays for their medical and dental. I mean, we couldn't do it without it.
I don't want to go there anymore. It's bad memories, the whole place. It's a weird place. And I feel bad when I'm sitting next to people who I feel like have it worse than I do, and I'm asking for something, even if it's for my kids. But I can scrounge by and like pay the, $150 to go to the doctors. If Nick cut his finger off, we'd be shit out of luck. We would be in a bad place, and I would want my family to get good treatment. But they're not going to get it on Medicaid.
What are your thoughts about welfare? Join the conversation through video responses or comments on allswellandfair.com or any of our social media sites.